228 games for Melbourne. 428 goals. One goal kicking for the D's 4 times. Rockstar. Still playing for Doveton Eagles at 40.
Yes, they poured through hours and hours and hours of highlights to pull out just those very few highlights of my playing days. It's just a wonderful thing for me to watch and sit back and reflect. Welcome to the Game Face Footy Show for the Mornington Peninsula. I am joined by two very familiar faces, Chris Holcomb and Tony Blackford. G'day boys, how are you?
Yeah, not bad. How are you?
Welcome back. Footy's back. You excited?
It is.
I am.
Goes around pretty quick, doesn't it?
Yeah, a lot of talk pre-season too about that. But where's the what happened to Dan?
Yeah, what happened
Where
to
is
Dan?
Dan?
Well, Dan apparently just wasn't cutting it in the look stakes anymore, boys. So they've gone for a fresher, younger, updated model.
Oh, jeez. He did a good job last year, Dan.
He'd understand too.
He'd understand.
Dan was always pretty truth on,
He's not a
on
serious
his looks
cat.
department.
He's not a serious cat at all, really, is he, Dan?
No, not at all.
He's a very busy man, though. He'd be calling the footy every week for our Game Face app live, so you can get on the Game Face app and check
and he's
him out
going to
there.
cross across the three
All
leagues.
3 competitions, yeah, and he's got a lot of other things that he's doing as well. So we just can't get him in. He's got too expensive
Fair
for
enough.
us. So
Did he pass on the membership to the Happy Hands Club around the corner?
I don't know what that means.
We might have to rewind one of those shows from last year.
Okay. Well, I'm in, boys. I'm
right.
joined in, and look, I feel quite comfortable in the chair.
Beautiful.
Yeah, let's sit next to you, boys. You can see here that I'm still playing for the Doveton Eagles. Did you know that?
Yeah, what's going on there?
Well, you know, I just got to show them that I've still got it.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you some vision here. Check this out. This is me taking a hanger in last year's grand final. Now, we don't need to talk about the result of the grand final because if you knew the competition, you know that Hyatt got the chocolates in that one when they probably shouldn't have. Because we were the better team all year. But anyway,
course.
not a sore point
But
at all.
you're front
not
up
at
again
all.
this year.
I'm front up
Front
again,
again?
yeah. I can't help myself.
How's the
Which
body?
is great,
That's
Robbo.
all.
I walk with a limp for about 5 days after the game, and then a couple of shots, and I'm ready to go.
Beautiful.
You've certainly got a bit of airtime there,
Yeah.
Robbo.
That was nice. A little chesty, and then I kicked it out in the full after that. Okay, boys. Now, a big competition for you guys last year. That grand final is something to behold. And if you have got some time, you've got to check out online if you can some stuff we've done
Just
here
the
at
last
Game
10
Face.
minutes,
Yeah,
boys.
but the whole game just apparently was
Ebbed and
theatre.
flowed all day, didn't it, Hulk?
Well, we built it up, that grand final footy show previously. Good you get over the gastro too, mate, that night. You were good. But we pumped it up that night, had a cracker night, it was built up, and it just lived up to everything. It was hard. We had a streaker. That was fantastic.
That's what you
It was
need.
great entertainment,
He
wasn't he?
was. He was actually mates with my little brother, and he's actually meant to be a good bloke, that bloke. But he put on a show, that's for sure.
I thought he did.
But they're
His running
saying...
ability was great until that big security guard ran him down from behind.
He did.
8,000 people plus to watch
Yeah.
a grand final, local grand final. You've got everything within it close, you know, after the siren sort or just before the siren sort of stuff. But they're saying it was the best local grand final probably of all time. You agree with that?
I haven't seen one like it for a while.
Yeah, Langwarrin and Carrum years ago, Holtz, that got down to 1 point at Car Street as well. That was an amazing game, but this one was very special.
I think because we've seen YC win so many and win them convincingly over the last little bit. We got a really competitive game and high quality game. The league hasn't seen that high quality football for a long time, so it was great to see.
Well, you know it must be true because these guys have been around football for a long time. Just look at their faces, you can see they've seen a lot of football. Now they're going to be watching a lot of football too this year for us and reporting back on the couch of what they see every single week. And this is the sort of stuff we're going to be going through. The top stories every week, special guests will get them in, you'll find them, you'll bring them in, or you'll talk to them out there in the public. The team of the week, whoever's played the best, that's always hard to choose, isn't it, guys? But
Well,
you know,
it's
you
not
seem
hard for Tony. You can read. It's not too bad. But if some of us go out and do a bit of research, mate, it's tough.
The Rising Star will be a tough one too because young kids coming through, you know, the new
Which is
recruits.
a great award.
It is. It's a good one, isn't it? It gives a young fella a chance to show his stuff. And we're going to do the funny segment, boys. I don't know if you know about this one. We've got the best burger, or it might be the dim sim. To your mind, what you've seen out there in local football so far, which club does a great cafeteria?
Devon Meadows have always done a good burger out there. The Frankston Bombers have always had their beer tent and the burgers and all that sort of stuff.
Right. Bomb Beach.
Bomb Beach?
Have you had a Bomb Beach burger?
Bomb Beach burger. It
They
rolls
are
off the tongue.
fantastic.
Yeah.
A Langley hot dog's not bad either, mate.
Well, it's something that clubs are doing really well these days. They've always done it pretty
Yeah.
well, but these days they're making it more of a family atmosphere.
Yeah.
And I really like that about football clubs. They'll do the jumping castle, they'll do the barbecue, all that sort of stuff. We're going to do the coach of the week. We'll do the best Facebook post of the week. And I don't know if you guys really get on Facebook too much, but someone around here will find something funny and
Do you
we'll
know
talk
what
about it.
Facebook is, mate?
No, I don't.
I didn't think so.
Well, I know what a goal kicking, best goal kicking is, and we're going to do that.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be the guys that are leading in competition. We'll bring you all the good stuff in those areas. Player of the round, footy tipping, and tips from you guys. So everyone will be tuning in to find out what's happening within the competitions. Something that's been talked about a lot is the top 35, the countdown. The top 35 players from each division in a lot of competitions, and everywhere I go, I hear this. Blokes are not happy they're not in the top 35. They're watching, they're looking, and they're complaining. What have you heard, boys?
Well, I heard that Coringal were filthy with Michael Burke. I think he was around 20, in the high 20s. He's been a legend of the game, and he's an outstanding player.
I thought Harry Whitty had a good year too at Rye. He was sort of lower down.
Has Harry left for Rye?
Oh, I haven't heard, mate. You got the inside word on Div 2, don't you? Or,
Yeah, not at the moment.
No? Okay. Tony Gardner too, down at Chelsea.
Yeah, no, he had a really good year last
Yeah, I
year.
know. But
Really
he
good
was
year.
as low as like 35.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. You didn't have
Well, he
anything to do
snuck
with
in.
it. You didn't have to do with the
No,
side.
I went away fishing, mate.
Okay, and Big Fev as well.
Yeah, well, my understanding is that Favola will play 6
Yeah.
to 8 games.
Yeah.
So I can understand that they probably didn't put him in, but they've got another bloke starting at number 5, Big Todd Elton,
Yeah, no, he's going to be
So-
very handy.
and another ex-Hastings bloke in Sean Foster.
I was surprised that Fozzie went to Chelsea, especially
Yeah.
they're playing in the same division. He's going to be a great pickup
Well, I
for
think
them.
he's gone there to play with his cousin.
Is he?
Righto, boys, let's have a look at the top 5 because we got to it in the end. 1 and 2. Do you reckon Holdy's a bit disappointed he's not right at the top there?
I reckon he's a
Robbo,
bit lucky.
Jonas Iverson's an outstanding young kid.
Yep.
He's been doing the whole pre-season up at Footscray, and over the last 2 or 3 years, he's really grown and matured as a player.
Yeah, Holdy's still going to kick a lot of goals in Div 2 though.
Oh,
He's going to kick a lot of
100% he will.
goals. But Murph did last year as well at Langwarrin, number 3. So, some good players down there, mate.
Yeah, really good.
Got to get some tips from you boys because we've got some footy coming up this weekend. Talk me through Saturday, Sunday.
Rye. I reckon Rye Pearstyle.
Yeah, I think Rye will get off to a really good start. Look, Pearstale's lost a lot of their good quality players.
Yep.
They lost Pryor, they lost the 2 blokes to Pines.
Delmo.
Yeah, and I think they were right up there in their top, in their best and fairest counting. I think
New coach?
Yeah, new coach in Kirkwood. Ryan Williams comes across from Sorrento.
Yep.
He'll be exactly what Sorrento need as a club. They need a big, strong ruckman. Yeah, I'm going for Rye.
Yeah, I'll take Rye as well in that one.
And Sunday, Devon Meadows versus Kringle. Make sure you get down there because Gameface is calling the game, but we've also got some stuff happening in the club rooms. My old teammate David Schwartz, the Ox.
The Big Ox.
The
yes.
Big Ox is going to get down there and tell you all about his career. He'll tell you absolutely everything, I'll tell you right now. He was a lot of fun to play with, I'll give him that. And Chompers Harms, obviously playing for the Melbourne Footy Club at the moment, doing quite well. Old James Harms, he's going to be there looking after their old club. Who's going to win this one, boys? They're playing Kringle.
I reckon, look, Devon are heading in the right direction. They've got a few recruits this year. Again, a new coach, Neil Craig.
The
Neil Craig.
ex-Adelaide coach.
Yeah.
He's come on board.
You still believe he's the ex-Adelaide coach, don't you?
No. He's the assistant from Mount Eliza.
No, that's
Bit of a
right.
gag, but he's the assistant. And I think that they've had a pretty good pre-season. They've recruited.
Yeah.
I think Theodorus is a great target up there. Look, they'll be thereabouts this year, and I think that they'll improve. But I think Kringle in the off-season they get Holt,
Yeah.
a great goal-kicking machine. Stanley comes back. There's another bloke who's come from Robinson from the Eastern District
Yeah.
League. He's supposed to be an outstanding player. I think that under Brendan Dunn, they'll be thereabouts Kringle at the end of the year.
I think that's their biggest win for the year. I was very critical last year of the way that Kringle played, and
They
I
couldn't
didn't.
kick goals, could they?
They weren't going to beat Red Hill or Dramana in a final the way they played. Brendan has revamped the way they're playing at the moment. They've had a really strong pre-season.
Yeah.
So look, I'm looking forward to seeing
And
Kringle
the
play.
other thing too, that they didn't have a ruckman.
Yeah.
They got it, Goodard.
He's back.
Yeah, I think he's back.
Is he out of the canteen yet or not?
Goodall, yeah. So with him, Stanley you know, they had a lot of injuries
Yeah.
too. So their first half was really good. They limped into the finals, whereas Dramana and Red Hill didn't get any injuries last year.
Kringle will touch them up though this
I
week.
think so.
Footy's back, and remember, if you can't make it to the ground on game day, you can catch all the action from these games on the Game Face app. We'll be live streaming that, boys. You can look forward and tell me who's going to be finishing right up in that top 3, 4, 5 positions in this division. Who have you got?
Well, I think Red Hill are the team to beat. I think Langwarrin, Coringle, Seaford
Yeah.
will be thereabouts, and I think Chelsea, they're another side that got hammered by injuries last year. They'll be thereabouts. And then you've got Hastings and Rye that will really improve from last
Tybe
year.
improved. They've gone
I
again
think
and
they'll
improved.
improve. I think Devon will improve.
Yeah.
I think Somerville have lost a lot of their key players, but they'll be in the mix fine for those spots.
Yeah, no, look at Red Hill. I think is still going to be a standout. Coringle and Langy have to make up huge amount of ground to catch up on what they were doing, and I still
Well, I think that Langy, they've gone out and recruited really well.
Yeah.
I think Coringle's gone out and recruited well. Chelsea's have gone out and
Yeah.
recruited well.
That's why I think Seaford might struggle a little bit. I think they might be the ones outside the 5.
But you look at their draw too, Hogs. They don't play only one team in the top 5 that we think.
Your top 5?
My top 5.
Okay.
Once.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But you can see that these guys know a lot about the MPNFL. I can't wait to hear more from you two as the season goes on, especially on this division. Division 2 will be hotly contested. Don't know who's going to win it, but that's the great thing about football. Football is back. Game Face is back. Div 2, thank you very much, MPNFL boys. We'll see you soon.
Thanks,
Hey,
mate.
Robbo.
See you later.